J.R. Smith was one of the NBA's most unpredictable and electrifying players. Known as much for his streaky shooting as his off-court antics, Smith spent over 16 years in the league and won 2 championships, one with LeBron in Cleveland and another with the Lakers. But where is J.R. Smith now? What happened after he left the hardwood? In this episode of Where Are They Now, we're diving into the rise, the chaos, the redemption, and the surprising second act of Earl Joseph J.R. Smith. Born in Freehold Borough, New Jersey in 1985, J.R. Smith grew up in a sports-loving family. He bounced around several high schools, but eventually found his stride at St. Benedict's Preparatory School. By the time he hit his senior year, J.R. had become one of the top high school prospects in the country. Instead of heading to college, Smith declared for the 2004 NBA draft straight out of high school. A bold move, but one that reflected his immense confidence and raw talent. J.R. was selected 18th overall by the New Orleans Hornets. From the jump, he showed flashes of brilliance, three-point barrages, gravity-defying dunks, and moments of pure shot-making magic. But consistency was always a problem. After 2 seasons in New Orleans, the team traded him to the Denver Nuggets, where he spent 5 years playing alongside Carmelo Anthony and later Chauncey Billups. In Denver, J.R. became known as the ultimate heat check guy. He could come off the bench and drop 20 and a quarter, or just as easily shoot his team out of a game. But his time in Denver was also marked by suspensions, fines, and off-court issues. From a fatal car crash that led to jail time to altercations and late-night antics, Smith's talent was constantly overshadowed by questions about his maturity. When the NBA lockout hit in 2011, J.R. took his talents to China, signing with the Zhejiang Golden Bulls. He dominated overseas, averaging over 30 points per game. His stint in China was brief, but it gave him a reset. When he returned to the NBA in 2012, he signed with the New York Knicks, and that's when the J.R. Smith experience truly took off again. With the Knicks, J.R. played some of the best basketball of his career. 2012 to 2013 season, he won the NBA Sixth Man of the Year award, averaging 18 points per game off the bench. The Knicks made the playoffs, and it looked like Smith had finally matured. But again, inconsistency and distractions crept back in. He was fined for untying opponents' shoelaces during free throws, received multiple suspensions, and his relationship with the media soured. In 2015, J.R. was traded to the Cleveland Cavaliers, a move that would define the next phase of his career. Playing alongside LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Love, Smith found a home. He played a crucial role in the Cavs' 2016 championship run, particularly in Game 7 of the NBA Finals, where his third-quarter burst helped spark the comeback against the Golden State Warriors. That championship was the high point of his career, cementing his legacy as more than just a streaky shooter. But unfortunately, when people think of J.R. Smith, many still remember the infamous moment in Game 1 of the 2018 NBA Finals. With the game tied and just seconds left, Smith grabbed an offensive rebound, then dribbled out the clock, apparently thinking the Cavs were winning. LeBron's reaction said it all. The moment became a meme, and Smith was roasted across the internet. That play overshadowed a solid playoff run and marked the beginning of the end for his NBA career. After sitting out nearly 2 full seasons, J.R. was signed by the Lakers in 2020 during the NBA's bubble restart. Once again, he reunited with LeBron James. Though his role was limited, Smith earned his second NBA ring when the Lakers won the championship. It was a quiet but poetic way to close out a career that had seen so many ups and downs. J.R. Smith now. In one of the most surprising and inspiring transitions in recent sports history, J.R. went back to school. In 2021, he enrolled at North Carolina A&T State University, a historically black university. But he didn't just enroll, he joined the golf team. That's right, the same J.R. Smith who once threw alley-oops in Madison Square Garden was now walking 18 holes, focused on fairways and greens. He took college seriously too, posting about his assignments on Twitter, sharing his struggles with algebra, and even earning a 4.0 GPA in his first semester. His vulnerability and dedication earned him widespread respect. It wasn't just about golf or academics, it was about redemption and personal growth. JR also became more open about his struggles with mental health, self-discipline, and identity after basketball. In interviews and podcasts, he's talked about how basketball was a constant whirlwind: money, fame, chaos, and how school gave him structure and peace. He even inspired other athletes to pursue education and rethink life after sports. Today, JR is a mentor, an advocate for HBCUs, and a symbol of second chances. He's been involved in community service, youth mentorship programs, and has used his platform to push conversations about education, accountability, and transformation. He's also written a memoir and appeared in documentaries about athletes' post-retirement lives. From high school phenom to NBA wildcard, from internet meme to college student and golfer, J.R. Smith's story is anything but typical. He may have had some wild moments on the court, but off the court, he's found peace, purpose, and a new kind of greatness. So the next time someone mentions J.R. Smith, don't just remember the blunders or the heat check threes, remember the reinvention. Because if there's one thing J.R. has taught us, it's that it's never too late to rewrite your story.